Simi, it's really wonderful to have you again here to interview you for the Bromley Buzz.
Thank you.
And really find out what's been going on, because it's been a while actually since we last interviewed you. Good couple of years at least.
Yeah, it's been a long time actually. A lot has changed since then anyway for the greatness. So it's been absolutely amazing since we've started. Yeah.
So Simi from Radfield Home Care, Bromley, Orpington and Beckenham. So I've got to make sure I get that in, because otherwise we're doing an interview, don't know who you are. Oh, that's me.
Of course,
But
yes.
so tell us a little bit about Radfield Home Care, just to recap for our new listeners who may have not listened to the previous podcast or doesn't know who you are, or just give us an insight what you do.
No, absolutely. No, fantastic. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name's Simi, so I'm one of the directors from Radfield Home Care. We specialise in domiciliary home care for the elderly in those areas of Bromley. So we do a range of services ranging from respite care, palliative care, medication assistance, cleaning, any rehabilitation needs, so any essential help within the home. And we can also take clients out and about to their appointments as well. So there's a vast range of services that we do, and we do a range from sort of day care, night care, living care services is what we recently introduced as well, which is going really well as well, because most people are not aware of those services that we actually cover as well.
So is that something you introduced this year?
We introduced it previously last year, so it's been a slow introduction. I think it's sort of raising people's awareness of what actually living care actually is, so that's what we're starting to do, and we're starting to see some growth in that as well. For the options alternative to a care home, so that's which is quite a viable option for most clients as well, which they don't actually really know about.
And are they quite opening to having someone coming in and living in with them for a period of time?
I think it's a trust thing, just like with the visiting care element side of things. But I think if you we do a good introduction, we try and find the right match for the right person as well. And if that introduction goes well, then we start and we take it from there. So we do regular check-ins and reviews to make sure that everything is okay. And it's just going with the flow and building up the trust, really. So everything's been successful so far with all our clients as well. But again, you have to get that right match from the beginning for everyone to build up their trust as well. And you've got to have the same person going in and out, which I think is quite important for anyone, let alone people with dementia, Alzheimer's or what have you. Yeah.
Because they become very familiar with the care person coming in. And again, like you said, I think trust is very, very important, and how they feel comfortable. And then if that's a sudden change, then it can make it quite difficult, especially, like you said, if you have clients that have dementia.
Yes, it's that familiarity that they actually need of seeing the regular face. So, just as well as the person's important, the uniform's important, the name badge is important, just to any little clues that will help them remember who that person is that's going in regularly, because sometimes they do forget, which happens as well. So, and it's about building up that bond as well and getting to know who they are, and you can only do that if you see them on a regular basis. Yeah.
And so if people want to find out more about Radfield Home Care, where are you located, or do they just go on the website? Where's your main head office?
Yeah, we're based at TMS House in Orpington. That's opposite Nugent's. So we've been there since for the last sort of really coming up to 4 years now. So that's how long we've been established in this area as well. Equally, you can find us on Facebook at Radfield Home Care Bromley, or on Instagram as well, Radfield_Bromley. Equally, you can also email us or call us on our phone number as well, which is available on the website.
Brilliant. And not only do you do this, Radfield Home Care, you especially, you and Chanice, who is the other director, you do a lot in the community that you do a lot in the community with other business owners and organisations, raising awareness. Tell us a little bit about how you get involved with the community, because it's still part of everything that you do.
Yeah, I think it was hugely vitally important if you're going to work in a community, you're going to live in a community, what better way to give back to the community and to get involved with the community by doing other things that you feel that the community would benefit from. So which is why we started our Connections Cafe, which is coming up to 4 years as well,
Oh my
believe it or not, come September.
Wow.
It's been 4 years since we started the Connections Cafe, which we felt that there was a need for, just like other vital services in the community. That's a free cafe, sort of a drama facilitating cafe that you've been to as well.
Yes.
That we partnered with Quest Soul Theatre, Mercedes Yearly, who's been fantastic in delivering those sessions each month. So that's been growing on a daily basis, and you have local residents coming in or people from other business organisations that just want to find out what it's all about, or to see if they can actually have a few minutes to talk about the services that they actually offer as well. So that people just get insight that there are other services that are available that are free, and to get more information from, because many people can't travel here and there or haven't got access to the internet, so it's quite good for people to pop in, and we have many groups that come in that people can talk to as well.
And it's in a very good location. It's in Bromley Central as well, Community House Bromley. For those who don't know, it's right opposite the fire station.
Yeah, that's right. So, that's how everybody recognises it. Right opposite the fire station.
But it's something that has really, really grown and impacted lots of people in many ways. I mean, my gosh, 4 years, time flies when you're connecting, doesn't it?
Oh, 100%. And we've had the Let's Talk Better events there as well.
Yes, we'll talk about that in a second. But let's focus on you and what you're doing in the community at the moment, and then we'll look at that one. But not only do you do the Connections Cafe, you do a lot in Orpington at the Methodist Church, quite on a regular basis as well.
That's right. Since we started Radfield, another way of getting involved in the community in Bromley and Orpington was to get involved with Orpington District Rotary Club. They've been doing a warm hub there for the last few years, which has been going quite successfully well on the Alternative Tuesday. So whenever we get an opportunity, we help out there as well, talk to the local residents that are coming in, and any Rotary events that they have coming up, we try and be a part of and try and help where we can, really. So that's been going really well as well, which leads on to us joining together with Rotary to create our first Care Day, which was last year in November. And so, we had a lot of organisations coming in, and it was a really successful event. Hence, we've got another one coming up on the 28th of April, on Tuesday the 28th of April at the Orpington Methodist Church. We've got, again, a vast range of different organisations coming in, giving advice on different sectors of care, whether it be from the private element or from the public element. There's a lot of different organisations, whether it's, you need help with mobility or legal issues. You've got those experts there for the day that are able to give a wealth of their knowledge and experience under one branch as well for the local community.
And I think that's such a wonderful initiative and event to have, because often people do get overwhelmed when, especially if they have loved ones and they're not really sure where to go for support or help or advice. Having under one roof where they can come to and gain all of that in the one place. Excuse me, Alexa's reminding me that I have things going on. I'm such a busy lady.
Oh, no.
Alexa, thank you very much. Apologies. It always happens when you're in. Alexa, stop.
Nice to know that you have a very busy life, which is why it's been a little while since
we've met. Yes. But I think what you're offering is absolutely wonderful, and I look forward to attending it. So it's on the 27th. I was about to say 27th. That's the other event that you're involved in. The 28th of April.
Yes, right.
What can you just mention a couple of organisations that will be there that people may kind of actually I want to speak to them, so just so that we know.
No, absolutely. So it's a vast range. For example, we've got Manic solicitors giving advice on legal issues such as power of attorney, court protection orders, wills, which is vitally important for any age group really. Then you've got the Bromley Well giving advice on their services and what they actually offer. We've got 3 care homes coming in. 2 of those are Pemberley Manor and Foxbridge. Giving advice on obviously what they do and what the services they offer at their care homes as well. Then you've got the Evening Primrose Centre giving advice obviously on people that are affected by cancer as well. And you've got other organisations such as the Kent Association for the Blind, Deaf Plus, and physiotherapists coming in as well, offering what services they have to offer that are quite mobile and accessible for everybody as well. So it's such a completely vast range of services. but you have to know what's available in your area, because I think that's vitally important, because those services are there for people to use, and that's the only way I think people will have more access to it, if it's available sort of locally to them and they know about it. So we're just trying to heavily just make that aware of people in the area as well. Yeah, and it's a free event where people are sort of giving up their time to get together for the welfare of the community. So I just think it's a win-win for all.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's something that you're so passionate about, you know, and I can hear it in your voice, and I can see it with all the things that you get involved with. And so, you know, thank you for doing what you do. It's so needed.
No, it's amazing. It's great to have everyone's support, your support, anybody local, and you know, that we've connected with over the last few years. You can't do this without the help of other people. So it's whether it's just the general push or the general help, giving a shout out, or you know, telling other people. It's just all of us working together, really.
Absolutely. And on that note, working together, because you mentioned you slipped it in there, the Let's Talk Better CIC that I'm the co-founder and director along with Darren Will of Intune PR, and you have been with us sponsoring our event, because we have 3 a year.
That's right.
And God, for the last 3 years.
I think so.
2, 3 years? No, 3 years.
That's right. Yes. God, time flies.
Time flies when you're having fun and you're talking and making conversations better.
That's it.
So just a huge thank you for supporting the Let's Talk Better. As you know, it's all about inspiring those better conversations and breaking down stigmas and taboo. But what I'd like to ask is, you know, what made you really want to get involved and be part of Let's Talk Better?
I think originally when we were sponsoring the first event, it was something that we were really interested in and intrigued by, and having been involved in the first event and seeing how amazing and how different it was in sort of raising those stigmas, talking about things that people don't talk about. I don't think I've seen another sort of event or any kind of sort of organisation talk about things like that. And events like that, they're very hard to organise, because there's a lot of effort and preparation, not just about the event and preparation. It's just the fact that you're talking about things that people don't really talk about.
Absolutely.
How
do you open the doors?
That's it. And I don't think I've been to, we haven't attended an event like this, which openly speaks about things that are not widely discussed, especially in certain communities. And I feel like this is the only event that we feel that is different, that can offer something that is quite meaningful to talk about as well. And it's an event that once you attend, you won't forget about it. And if it, you know, and if it doesn't make you talk about things, it might make you just change your general persona of how you perceive things as well, and how you discuss things, or how you see people, how you
how you interact in the world, your own well-being and mental health.
And I think things like this are just open up your whole general knowledge and the way you look at things. You know, for example, we have regular training, not because we don't know how to train our trainers, but we feel that if you go in and refresh yourself and somebody talks to you about something that you forget to think about, it just makes you think about it even more. And you've got to do these events sort of regularly or to raise the awareness, otherwise, like, so people forget. So I think these events like this are very, very important.
Well, we're really, really pleased. Darren and I are, you know, absolutely delighted to have you on board.
Thank you for having us.
And all the support that you give us, but also with what you do, because it does, you know, it's interesting, because what you do and what the Let's Talk Better does, they go hand in hand, because again, there's a lot of stigmas around probably the clients that you have, but the care, I suppose the carers of the clients you have.
That's right.
Who have to look after them, because they probably think they're alone, or they can't talk about their struggles. So again, it's about that exposure, that they're not alone, bringing them together in the events that you run, to say, hey, we're here to support you.
Yeah,
we're here to talk.
Exactly. I think that part of that, we have what we call a Be There movement, which we teach sort of carers and make sure that they implement to the full, that, you know, these people, some of these clients, they forget who they are. And it seems like sometimes they go into a shell, and it's trying to remember who they are, their memories to recreate. And some people hide who they are in a closet, or their personality just goes as the years go by. So it's just about bringing that to life. And I think that's where we equally go hand in hand. It's just about not forgetting who you are. Be truthful to yourself. And again, it's about being trust with your carers and trust with the people that you talk to, because this only comes out with trust. Because that's just the way people who speak the truth or are afraid of speaking the truth, that's just the way we work. We only speak when we are in a trusted environment as well to actually speak the truth, or when we have the confidence to do so as well.
Absolutely. It's given that opportunity and that safe space.
Yes,
that you create.
exactly. Yeah.
May I ask as well, so you have your clients who, you have your carers that go in. Now, how do you support, or is there support within what you do for example, if my mother was to go into care for me, because that's another different type of level of learning how I would care for my mother. So is there anything like that you offer, or?
Yes, there is training that we can offer to help just for the sort of general well-being, or even brief pointers that you can come in and to have a chat about, or any concerns. The same with the job. You probably might have met the new Admiral nurses that are in Bromley. They cater for the carers and the families of the people that have gone into care. So they offer that support for the families themselves, not sort of direct. Yeah, it's like a sector off the client. Yeah. So they feel that the service is lacking for the actual family members themselves, and where they can go for support. And that's what the Admiral nurses do in Bromley as well. So we're in regular discussions with them about how we can go and deliver that and unify with them. That if there's somebody who needs that type of service, that needs help with their loved one who's gone into care or is receiving care, but they feel that the family could benefit from additional support as well, that's what we can offer, and we're working in conjunction with the Admiral nurses to deliver that as well. So if anybody has any concerns with that, please feel free to have a chat with us or the Admiral nurses in Bromley, where we'd be happy to liaise with them for that. Yeah,
because sometimes there is a bit of a gap there, isn't there?
Yeah, they're forgotten about, really. I think about everyone sort of focuses on the person needing the care, but the people around them to help adapt as well for that. It's just as important. Yes, it's just as important, and you don't want to get it wrong. You want to be there in the best way you can, and I think that learning for yourself just as well as the carers is equally important as well.
Brilliant. As I said, it's so needed in this community, well, in all communities, but I just love the difference that you're making in the London Borough of Bromley.
And likewise as well, likewise.
So in terms of moving forward, what's your vision? Where are you going, say, for the next year, or 3 years, or 5 years, or whichever milestone you want to pick on?
Yeah, no, exactly. No.
I mean, vision for Radfield.
I think when we first originally started, it was about being aware, being known who we are, and I feel that 4 years moving forward, we've achieved that in many ways. But to be really sort of like an expert field in Bromley, we just wanted to concentrate on Bromley and serve the people of Bromley. In terms of going forward, in terms of our services, obviously doing the living care services that we've been doing now successfully. The idea is to carry on from that, carry on being specialised with sort of all the services that we offer as well. Maybe, who knows, in the future we might do sort of daycare services as well, that people can sort of drop into for a few hours, just to give that respite kind of service as well. Doing more care days that we've started doing as well, just to raise more awareness in the area. But Bromley is a very big area, as you probably know. So some areas haven't probably been touched upon. It's reaching out to those real rural areas where it's quite difficult for some people to go to and receive that care.
So they feel like isolated almost.
That's it. So it's just about reaching to those areas. So we cover the whole area of Bromley, but it's just about reaching to those specific areas that are a little bit difficult to target, because obviously them being rural and secluded in the way everybody is. It's just about reaching out to those and just letting them know that there are services that are available to help. And if it's not care services that you need, if there's any other services that we can signpost you in the right direction as well. So it's just about carrying on doing what we can in that field, just to really sort of master and be the help of all fields for people to reach out to.
Yeah, so people shouldn't feel like, okay, well, you don't cover what we want, so therefore not approach you, because you have lots and lots of connections.
That's right.
And like you said, importantly, you can signpost people to all these areas. Obviously, you do a lot for the community and all of that, but what is it that the community can help you do in order for you to do more as well? Because sometimes it becomes one-sided. You're always trying to give, but sometimes we need something back so that you can grow even more and give the community more. Is there anything like that you could ask the community for more?
Just one simple thing. I think that it sounds very easy to do, but it's just forgot communication. And I think that once you give someone information, or you give them the leaflet, you tell them about a vital services, is spread the word. Spread the word as much as you can. If there isn't anything else that you can do, if you're in a coffee shop, or you're there with your friends, or you're there with your family, let people know, because 9 times out of 10 there might be other people that weren't aware of this service before, and if we're not able to reach to those people in some kind of way, you can reach to those people because you're with those people. Unfortunately, we can't reach to everyone we can, so it's about those people that are within those sectors, to when they go church, when they go here, just to raise the awareness. If we're not able to do so, if you can raise the awareness for us, because it's a benefit for everybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think it's a bit like those when you keep those important numbers on your phone, and you take pictures. Just take a picture of your leaflet, or write the phone number, so it's there. And all of a sudden you could be out, at a party even, and somebody might mention something, and you're like, do you know what? I've got that on my phone here, and you could send it to that person.
Yeah, it's the little simple things like that, just to kind of, however people prefer. If you think that somebody might be a little bit forgetful, like you said, it's just taking that picture on the phone, or maybe sending them a reminder. Absolutely. Because it happens to us all. We all live in this busy kind of lifestyle. We were kind of trying to juggle everything at once, and then we forget things like we just spoke about, just beforehand. So it happens. It happens.
But you know what? As always, Simi, it's such a delight to talk to you and hear about what's going on. Obviously, I see what's going on because I live in the borough. But it's different when you have the conversation. Again, communication, isn't it?
That's it. Communication is the only way forward. Yeah, no.
And is there anything else, a message that you want to leave our listeners before we say goodbye?
No, just thank you to the people of Bromley for listening and for taking note, and anybody who you think that would benefit from any kind of services, not just from myself. Obviously, from the Let's Talk Better event that's coming up as well. It'll be nice for people to attend the event, to learn about the services, and to learn about what we actually offer and what you actually do as well, because it's a benefit for all. So please attend these events. They're for the benefit of yourselves and for the rest of the community as well. And believe me, you will learn something from these events, and it will be an eye-opener for you. There's things that I learn about the care sector, even though we're in the care sector and we think we know it all. There's a new information that comes around every single day, or a new service, or a new organisation, or a new way of doing things. So it's very important to keep up to date as well. So it's
absolutely agree. And so just a quick reminder, we've got, funny enough, the Let's Talk Better event is on the Monday, 27th of April. To our wonderful sponsors, and we've got some great speakers lined up as well, and some activities happening. And straight after, the next day, on the 28th,
it's a busy week. It's the Care Day on the 28th of April from 10 till 1 at the Orpington Methodist Church.
So do attend to those events, or even just drop in if you can. You can find all the information. Give us your website.
www.radfieldhomecare.co.uk.
And of course, if you're on LinkedIn, you can find Simi on LinkedIn, Facebook, as Simi had mentioned as well.
That's right.
And the Connections Cafe, when is your next Connections Cafe as well?
22nd of April, the week before.
So pop down to that as well. Bring some loved ones.
Lots going on.
Like Simi has said, you don't have to be in the care industry. You don't have to have someone who you're caring for necessarily. Come down and connect with people. Maybe get involved, volunteers.
Exactly, it's not just about, it's about learning, but it's also about meeting people and growing and having that company and that connection as well. There's so many benefits of attending an event. It's unbelievable,
Absolutely. Well, once again, thank you so much, Simi, from Radfield Home Care.
Thank you for having me.
And as always, a real pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you.